all my friends in St. Louis. I'm Matt Anthony, founder and president of the Head for the Cure Foundation, with a special welcome to everybody in St. Louis for this, our 9th annual Head for the Cure St. Louis. Again, this year, virtual. We're coming to you over video. We're quite certain this will be the last year, and next year in 2022, we will be back again convening in Forest Park for our signature event. We decided a couple of months ago that out of caution and in partnership with Siteman Cancer Center that we should go one more year virtual. We just missed it because in July, most of our events are now back in person. But nonetheless, we have amazing support and encouragement and generosity across St. Louis with a great turnout and great donations again this year. In fact, in this our 9th year, we will get close to having raised $750,000, nearly $750,000 from Head for the Cure St. Louis alone. And that is a testament to the amazing people, especially our partners at Siteman, Dr. Michael Chicoine, who's a great source of energy, Dr. Campion, just the same, to Gretchen DeKay, to everybody on our planning team who makes this event possible, and who will help us in year 10. That will be extra special, year 10 back in Forest Park next year. So stay tuned. But in the meantime, run around your block, run down your driveway, run around the park, whatever suits you. Get out and know that your participation, your registration, your donation to Head for the Cure St. Louis means so much to people fighting brain cancer and their caregivers and loved ones. That's what Head for the Cure is about. And we can do great things when we work together, and we do those things in partnership with Siteman Cancer Center's brain tumor clinic. So thanks to everybody who supported us this morning. Thanks to everybody over the years who supported our Head for the Cure St. Louis events. And we couldn't be more excited about carrying forward with each of you beyond this year into year 10 in St. Louis. But in the meantime, I wanted to pass the baton to my colleague and friend, Kelsey Seeley, the Director of Events, Programs, and Fundraising and Operations. Kelsey kind of does it all for Head for the Cure, and she's going to carry the program forward this morning. We're thrilled to have her. Thanks again for a great day. Thanks to Maddie as well and the Head for the Cure team for driving this forward. So have a great morning, everybody. Let's work together to defeat brain cancer step by step. Onward.
Thanks so much, Matt. Good morning and welcome to the 9th annual Head for the Cure St. Louis Virtual 5K. My name is Kelsey Seeley. I'm the Director of Events, Operations, and Programs at Head for the Cure, and I'm so excited to be able to bring this event to you virtually today. Now, we wish we were together in person. However, we know that we'll be back even stronger together in person in 2022 with so much enthusiasm and energy as we work together to defeat brain cancer step by step. Now, if you haven't registered yet for this year's virtual event, you can still do so. Registration will remain open through Monday, so you've still got time to make sure that you get that 2021 t-shirt and medal. So register now at www.headforthecure.org/St-Louis. Head for the Cure exists for 3 main reasons. Number 1 is to build awareness around this disease. 2 is to raise funds for patient programs and clinical research. And 3, and one of the things that we're doing here today, is igniting hope. We're igniting hope for all those who have ever faced a brain tumor diagnosis, whether a patient, a survivor, a caregiver. Hope is really one of the things that pulls us through. So by participating today, you are helping show others that they are not alone in this fight, that we are doing this together. Thank you so much for showing your support. We're so excited to say that we have phenomenal national sponsors again this year. VML-Y&R, International Advertising Agency. They helped ignite Head for the Cure the very first year in 2003, and they have always been a staunch supporter of Head for the Cure.
Hi there, my name's John Cook. I'm the CEO of VML-Y&R. VML-Y&R is an advertising agency, and we're all over the world. We're about 13,000 people in about every place you can imagine, but we're headquartered right here in Kansas City, Missouri, and that's where we first met Head for the Cure. And that was 20 years ago, and we've been a proud sponsor and partner and teammates ever since, and we're proud of every one of those years and all we've been able to do together. And that's something that has obviously been part of our history for the last 20 years, but our commitment is it's something that will always be part of VML-Y&R going forward. Thanks for everything, Head for the Cure.
Get Real Mindset by Harry Campbell. He's raised over $470,000 in donations through his speaking engagements, with 100% of the proceeds coming to Head for the Cure. In his latest book, Get Real Mindset, he really challenges each individual to be the very best version of themselves and embrace change, which I think we've all gotten pretty good at in the last year for sure. NovaCure has been a feature at our events over the past 7 years. NovaCure's Optune device is FDA approved and used to treat glioblastoma patients. This device helps enhance the patient's quality of life.
I had my daughter, and now she's 19 months, and she's a little human that we created. So we pretty much watching her grow up.
Can you say hi to the phone?
Hi.
Here we are at our turnaround point, and you see I'm totally alone. Aha! We found him. He's a shade seeker.
Sonny and daughter-in-law graduated from medical school.
We didn't know that we would have the opportunity to sit there in the audience and hold hands. Well, they recited the Hippocratic Oath. So that was pretty special.
I've got a daughter and I've got some grandkids and a husband, and every time we get to celebrate one of their birthdays, it's just one more time that I'm here for it. And I'm so thankful for that.
Happy birthday, dear Pierre.
I gave Pierre a really special 60th birthday party last year, which also happened to fall on the day of his diagnosis anniversary 1 year. There were 55 people there, and they came from all over. Friends came from Texas, from Chicago, from Oregon, from Washington, and it was really special for him because it was all his friends really celebrating his life.
My wife and I were able to go to Ireland this year, and we spent 8 days there, and it was a great time.
This thing called a 5-peak challenge. You basically do the 5 highest peaks in San Diego in one day. I'd been training for that before, and I kind of took a break because obviously I had surgery. And I built myself back up. I accomplished the 5-peak challenge, which was a big feat for me.
Pierre is a major football fan, being from Texas. So I bought tickets to a Chiefs game at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City and flew us out there for a game. During the halftime, the cheerleaders came and found us and gave him a signed ball by Chris Jones. So that was really amazing.
I'm an avid guitar player, so I got back into doing that, and I played a couple live gigs and just doing that with Optune on. So I wasn't going to let cancer or the thought of cancer and the diagnosis kind of take away from living my life.
Each year on my craniversary, I send a note to my surgeon and to my doctor and just, tell them how appreciative I am that I'm still here to be able to send that note.
Weather 2020. Thank you, Gary and the team, for providing accurate forecasts for all of our events. And new this year, Parisi Coffee. Through online givebacks and providing our morning coffee at our soon-to-be in-person 5Ks, Parisi Coffee is fueling our fight against brain cancer. We couldn't do this event without our amazing local sponsors as well. So United Healthcare. At United Healthcare, they serve millions of people from their earliest years through their working lives and into retirement. Their mission is to help people live healthier lives and make the health system work better for everyone. Thank you, United Healthcare. We are so proud to be partnered with Siteman Cancer Center as they lead the world in transforming lives to create a healthy future for all individuals and communities through premier educational programs, innovative research, and extraordinary patient care. A huge thank you to Dr. Chacoin, Dr. Campion, Gretchen, Kay, and the entire team at Siteman Cancer Center. Thank you so much for all your support over the years. Thank you again for being here today as we celebrate and support the St. Louis brain tumor community. Your participation is making a huge difference in the fight against brain cancer, and we hope that you truly enjoyed today's virtual 5K. It's now my honor and pleasure to introduce your Regional Relationship Coordinator, Maddie. Many of you have talked to Maddie over the phone, via email over the last few months as we've planned this virtual event, as we've tried to raise as many funds as we can. So it's my pleasure to hand it over to her. She'll be taking the reins for the rest of the event as we kick off our 9th annual Head for the Cure St. Louis virtual 5K. Take it away, Maddie.
Hello everyone, so excited to be here with you today. I have truly enjoyed getting to know you all through the many emails, phone calls, and Zoom meetings. It has been my pleasure to work alongside you to make this event truly special. While we don't get to be together physically this year, it's so special to see the St. Louis Brain Tumor Community come together in this way. I'd also like to thank all of our teams and individuals that submitted photos, testimonials, and did our running for us. We could not have made this event truly special without you. Later on, we'll hear from our fantastic beneficiary, the Siteman Cancer Center. We'll also celebrate all of our survivors today, along with those nominated survivors and caregivers for keeping the faith and legacy love recognitions, and honor those we have lost with our celebration of life. We want to recognize all the hard work you've all done this year by celebrating our top individual fundraisers, top fundraising team, and largest teams. Don't forget to send us photos of you and your team completing your own 5K after the virtual event. Make sure to tag Head for the Cure when you post on social media. We want to see you and your team and how you are fighting back against this disease. Thank you for your participation, and we hope you enjoy our 5K virtually in your home today.
Hi St. Louis, my name is Lisa Drilling and I'm a 7-year ganglioglioma brain tumor survivor. I am so excited for this year's Head for the Cure. I'm sad it's virtual, but I'm very excited to see everyone next year in person at the race. Thanks so much for supporting Head for the Cure.
Greetings, Washington University, Barnes Jewish Hospital, the Siteman Cancer Center. I'm Mike Chacoin, one of the neurosurgeons here. Just a short throw here from Forest Park, where we ordinarily hold the Head for the Cure event each year here in St. Louis. This year, as you know, is a virtual event, so I'm going to share with you a video from recently with a little run through Forest Park, and looking forward to doing that in person with all of you next year. So keep fighting the fight, and thanks for all your support. Hi, Mike Chacoin here, neurosurgeon at Washington University and Barnes Jewish Hospital and the Siteman Cancer Center. I'm here at Forest Park today, trying to get ready for this virtual Head for the Cure event. I'm standing in the parking lot of the Muni. I'll show you where I am here, where we ordinarily start this event. Here we are here. Unfortunately today, you're not all here with me. Usually there's 1,000 or more of you here with us as we get ready for this event. You can see here we are somewhat in the shadow of Barnes Jewish Hospital and the Siteman Cancer Center in Washington University on the east side of Forest Park here. So today I'm going to do a little run in here in the park for this virtual event, and give you a little history and a little my thoughts about this event, and hopefully inspire all of you. So here we go. If I trip or fall down, we'll see what happens. So today it's a little gray, and you're all not here with me, unfortunately, so but we're going to give you a little run through. So ordinarily Matt Anthony would be starting the shooting starter's gun, and it would be off and running down the path here. And you can see Forest Park here, and this slightly gray but nice Sunday afternoon here, and heading down the path here where usually all the fast guys would be running well ahead of me by this point as the dinosaur here. But the Head for the Cure has always been one of my favorite events for whatever it is, something like 10 years now. And as you all know, this is an event to raise funds and awareness and hope for all of our brain tumor efforts. A lot of exciting things going on here. As a faculty member and investigator here at Siteman Cancer Center and Barnes Jewish Hospital and Washington University, a lot of great work ongoing in the fight against brain tumors.
name is Jenny, and I'm team captain of the Oligo Warriors. I'm in my 13th year living with an oligodendroglioma. My sister and I formed the team after losing our dad to an oligo in 2015. He was treated at Siteman Cancer Center before passing, so we participate in the St. Louis 5K to honor him and support the research being done at this amazing facility in St. Louis. We really hope to shed light on this disease and find a cure to end brain cancer for me and all thrivers.
My name is Dorothy Freeze. My team name is Hiccup, and here is Hiccups right here with me always. My thing is that, as people know, in 2017, I had a seizure at home. They took me to the hospital, and thinking that I was a breast cancer survivor going on 6 years in October, 5 years, they thought it metastasized, which wasn't. And they deferred my breast cancer doctor deferred me to a neurologist at Mercy. Mercy said they couldn't handle it. They had to take me race to Barnes, and that's where I met Dr. Eric Lutharth. After running tests and giving me all the tests, he did a biopsy on it and found out that on the scale from 1 to 5, it would be a 1. It was a non-cancer brain tumor, but they then decided that I would have to go through a treatment called Gamma Knife. And hiccups came around, as I always tell people, is that my friend who has a daughter who's Down syndrome, in 2017 when I was at the hospital, they came by the house, and she brought me the beer, and I jokingly just said, "Oh, you guys, this is just a hiccup that came on me. Everything will be okay." And it means to raise money for those that are maybe not as fortunate as I was, saying that it was non-cancer, but just walking, because it made me being grounded for not driving for 6 months, twice in my lifetime. It made me keep on walking more and keep walking for it all, because listen to the body and keep your brain focused on things. It's positive thinking that there's a fight that, hey, they're going to cure it. I mean, I made it through breast cancer, and I keep on telling somebody I'm going to make it through this.
Missouri, I'm especially proud to support the St. Louis 5K. We are lucky at Novicare to partner with Head for the Cure to support all of the people impacted by glioblastoma. Thank you for getting outside for the brain cancer community.
Okay, so that was the end of mile 1. I just want to share a little bit about what Head for the Cure means to me. Head for the Cure has given me a platform where I can share my experience, I can share my story, and they've really given me a community of people who have been through similar experiences I have. I've really been able to turn my experience as a survivor and a patient into helping other people, to helping raise awareness, helping to raise funding, and helping to raise hope for people who are going through situations similar to what I went through. So, I'm ready to get started on mile 2.
A great honor to be part of this Head for the Cure, which is really helping us move the needle. And hats off to Matt Anthony and his team. Matt, as you know, started this in memory of his brother Chris, who passed of a glioblastoma, I believe nearly 20 years ago now. And Matt has kept the honor going and kept the fight. As we host these events across the country. Here, of course, dear to my heart is the event that I participate here in St. Louis. But these events are, again, increasing awareness, funds, and hope, perhaps most importantly, because these are tough problems. And we all want to work together to make the best of these challenging situations and hopefully provide much more extended survival and quality survival for all these patients and families affected with these conditions. I want to thank all of you for helping all of us fight the cause. We're all in this together, and it really is a noble and honorable endeavor to try to improve outcomes for these challenging conditions. As I run by Barnes Jewish Hospital, Washington University, and the Siteman Cancer Center, you can't help but notice these construction cranes. Here, the long-standing Queenie Tower is in the process of coming down as we expand and build and grow, making room for new and more advanced facilities to again best serve our patients with brain tumors and so many other conditions.
Hi everyone, I'm Mary. I am Jennifer Williams' Aunt Mary and a proud member of Jenny's Aligo Warriors team for the Head for the Cure virtual 5K. Watching Jenny battle brain cancer these past years has certainly been an inspiration in how she's handled herself through all of the challenges, but also to watch how she has been an inspiration to others and also how much she has advocated for research and funding for research to help find a cure for brain cancer. I am so proud to be a member of this team. I'm so proud to be able to support organizations like Head for the Cure, and I am looking forward to the day that we can eventually find out that we're walking for something else because we found a cure for brain cancer. Go Aligo Warriors. Bye.
Hey guys, I'm halfway through my 5K. I'm gonna do a hike today. Really excited to celebrate with you guys today and defeat brain cancer step by step. So let's get out and enjoy the day and do our 5Ks.
Certainly want to thank so many people at our institution that enable us to do the complex things that we do and care for so many patients in such a great way. And that includes the many providers that I mentioned and so many more of them, the nurses, the medical assistants, the administrative staff and support. In the hospital, literally a sea of people, 10,000 some people that work on our campus, managing all the complex medical situations. As well, I certainly want to raise a toast to the Head for the Cure group. Matt has assembled a tremendous group of individuals to keep these events going even through the face of this COVID-19 pandemic, keeping the energy high, keeping donations coming, and maintaining hope where hope is definitely needed. So thanks to all of you and so many more. We have some new leadership in our department of neurosurgery. Dr. Gregory Zippel, one of my long-standing colleagues in neurosurgery. And I want to thank him for supporting the brain tumor efforts at the highest level with our dean of the medical school and the leaders of the hospital. Brain tumors have become one of the highest priorities of the institution to advance research and improve care.
Hi, my name is Chris Harmon. I am a new supporter for Head for the Cure. I used to go through life blinded by the scary truths of cancer because it didn't affect me directly. That was until I met my girlfriend Lisa, who was brave enough to tell me her story. Her story is a story of perseverance, a story of strength, a story of inspiration, and now it's a story of love. I love you, Lisa, and I want to share your story. I want to fight with you, and I want to spread awareness around the world. In the United States alone, 25,000 people this year will be diagnosed with a malignant brain tumor. That's 25,000 people that need us to fight with them. 25,000 people that need their stories told. And 25,000 people that need our love and support. Please support Head for the Cure, because when we come together, we shall prevail.
Okay, that's the end of mile 2. So before I start mile 3, I just wanted to share a little bit about the people who have been important in my journey as a brain tumor patient and survivor. The doctors that I have had, the care I've received has been so important to me and so special. I'm so thankful to all of the caregivers, my family, my friends, everyone who supported me on this journey. And I'm especially thankful for Head for the Cure, who has been fighting to help find a cure for brain tumors for patients like me and for survivors all over the country. So let's get started with mile 3.
Hi, I'm Cindy Dalpiaz of United Healthcare, and I am honored to be one of the 2021 team captains for Head for the Cure St. Louis event. This year, United Healthcare is proud to be the presenting sponsor of the St. Louis Virtual 5K, and hopefully we can see each other in person next year. This will be my 4th year participating in memory of Steve Wally. Steve was my boss and the Heartland State CEO for United Healthcare. He lost his battle with glioblastoma and passed away in March of 2018. He was a very special friend, colleague, and a boss to many, and we will not forget him. He is my story and why I'm raising money for Head for the Cure. On behalf of United Healthcare and our 4,000 employees in Missouri across our family of companies, I want to salute Head for the Cure for everything they have done and everything they continue to do to support and raise awareness to all who have faced this disease in order to bring light to the need for funding for clinical trials to find comprehensive treatments.
The Head for the Cure here in St. Louis and all these events across the country that Matt Anthony and his team have so expertly created and continued includes the increasing awareness, the raising of funds, and the keeping the cause going to give hope for all those affected. But another objectively measurable impact, we all know that fitness is good. And there are some nice direct studies that show for those of you with brain tumors that keeping fit can better your outcome, extend your survival, and improve the quality of that survival. So whether it's a walk or a run, a few curls in the gym, or whatever it may be, I encourage you to keep fighting the fight. So here I am in the final stretch, heading back to the Muni as we would do at the end of this great event year after year, getting some time to share with colleagues and friends and patients and families, reminiscing, telling stories how we're still fighting the fight, remembering those who've lost the battle, and hoping for better things for the future.
Hey, this is the Ron Thenhouse. Every time we're golfing, Ron, we're always thinking about you. We love you, buddy. And we're trying to hit them straight.
You always add a true element of etiquette to our game. Otherwise, we'd be like the Three Stooges.
Well, all I can tell you is I loved how methodically Ron always dug out his book to make sure he had his stance right, to make sure he was ready to hit it, and he was always ready to play. And we do miss you, buddy.
And Ron, just witnessing you improving with your golf game really inspires all of us.
Yeah,
we really miss you, Ron.
Every time we play, we're thinking of you, Ronnie. Here's to you.
My name is Rose. I am a survivor of grade 4 brain cancer. This is also known as glioblastoma multiforme. They use the word multiforme because this form of cancer is not the same for any two of us that have this. You know, where it's at in our brain, the location is always different. The great thing about my situation is that it's been almost 3 years since my diagnosis. In this time period, there have been a lot of changes to my life. Not only do I embroider or do puzzles, I also embroider different things. And right now I'm learning how to quilt. I had my last MRI on April 29th. That was my 19th MRI. It did have a new show up on the image, and so instead of 3 or 4 months to my next one, it's been about 5 weeks, and my next MRI for today is tomorrow on June 11th in the afternoon. And then just 2 days before this Head for the Cure 5K actually takes place, I will meet with my neuro-oncologist again, and fingers crossed, prayers requesting that there's no change to this new spot. I just appreciate anyone donating to this virtual Head for the Cure 5K. As here in St. Louis, we're raising money for Siteman Cancer Center. For some reason, I really appreciate and want to thank anyone that is able to donate to Siteman Cancer Center. I'm so thankful to live here in St. Louis because of Siteman Cancer Center. It is one of the best cancer centers in this whole country.
You're my aunt.
That's right. Who's Olga?
Your brain tumor.
Crosby, what dinosaur do you think could take out Olga? If there was a fight between Olga and a dinosaur, what dinosaur do you pick?
Giganotosaurus.
Which one?
The Giganotosaurus.
Giganotosaurus.
Yeah, it's bigger than a T-Rex.
Jaden, what dinosaur do you think could take out Olga?
Phylongosaurus. It's bigger than the Giganotosaurus.
What superhero could beat Olga?
Superman.
Or which superhero? Spider-Man?
Emma,
Spider-Man could beat a tumor?
Ask Emma.
Yeah.
What do you think? Because he has a wet Green Lantern.
Good job. Why Green Lantern?
Because he has magic ring.
Good job. That's a good idea. Okay, Emma. What princess do you think is stronger than Olga? What queen? So you think Elsa could freeze Olga?
Yeah.
Would that be a good idea? Yeah.
thank everyone again for listening to me.
So here I am at the very final stretch of the typical course for the Head for the Cure, coming up that last little hill that Matt has put in there just to make us dig a little deeper at the end of the 5K. Ordinarily at this point I'd be chasing after Patrick Pipcorn, my ENT head and neck reconstructive surgeon who helps us with many of the challenging brain tumor cases, and who is younger and more fit than I, and usually leaving me in his dust. Also, of course, want to thank our team, the Tumornators, Julie Conan, a key member of our neurosurgery group, has led this group, the Tumornators, for years. Liz Altmeyer, Jerry Bross, many, many others of our neurosurgery brain tumor effort. This year officially, we've become the Siteman Cancer Center Tumornators, joining forces with the many in our team who work together. So this year, of course, the Upper Muni parking lot, as I finish the race, is relatively empty because of the virtual events and the COVID-19 pandemic. And I only hope and pray that 1 year from now, you will all be with me here together, more than 1,000 strong, in your t-shirts, getting your medals, getting your bananas, your water bottles, your bagels, hearing the stories, and continuing to keep the faith and fighting the fight. Looking forward to seeing you next year. Thanks to all of you for your great efforts in this great cause.
That's the end of our virtual Head for the Cure 5K. Thanks everybody for running along with me, and thank you so much for supporting Head for the Cure.
Siteman Cancer Center is proud to be among a select group to receive the National Cancer Institute's highest rating, Exceptional. We're honored and more driven than ever. Our focus is forward as we lead the fight against cancer, looking deeper and reaching higher with breakthrough research, clinical trials, and prevention programs. When you need world-class cancer care, put your trust in Washington University physicians at Siteman Cancer Center.
Thank you, Siteman, and thank you to everyone at the Siteman Cancer Center. It's truly amazing the work that you and your team continue to do in support of the brain cancer research and programs. At this time, we'd like to acknowledge all of our brain tumor survivors. They inspire us every day through their journeys, positive attitude, stories, and ability to still smile they face each and every day. These brain tumor warriors have motivated so many to participate in this year's virtual event. It really goes to show that no one fights alone, and we will continue to build awareness around this disease. We want to thank you for inspiring us and allowing us to be part of your journey.
Blake, Annette, Dorothy, Lisa J, Rainbow, Rose, Jessica, William, Dawn, Jennifer, Sherry, Lisa F, Debbie.
Now it is time for one of our favorite parts of the event, where we get to honor some of our survivors with our Keeping the Faith presentation and caregivers with our Legacy of Love recognition. These incredible individuals were nominated by their loved ones.
Head for the Cure 5K events are not only successful fundraisers in the fight against brain cancer, but unique tributes for those currently fighting this terrible disease and remembering those who have lost their battles. Head for the Cure was started in honor of a man named Chris Anthony. Chris's motto was always keeping the faith. He lived it daily. He signed off every email with keeping the faith. And his faith enabled him to maintain his grace, dignity, courage, and strength throughout his illness. That's why every year we honor brain cancer patients and their loved ones with a special recognition we call Keeping the Faith. Each of their stories is personal and special, and all are inspiring. Sherry Gibson, nominated by Carissa Figgins. In 2015, my friend Sherry Gibson had a seizure at work and was soon after diagnosed with brain cancer, otherwise known as anaplastic oleodendroglioma grade 3 malignant brain tumor. Sherry endured surgeries and all kinds of treatment, but surgeons could only remove 60% of her tumor. Sherry decided if she was going to live with this tumor, he might as well have a name, and thus her tumor was dubbed Willie. Sherry is a successful entrepreneur. She loves her children fiercely and her grandchildren ferociously. She is actively involved in our community and volunteers for many groups, including Vision St. Charles Leadership and Athena Leadership. She made the choice to keep living, no matter what every MRI tells her. We are all drawn to her hysterical, dry sense of humor. No one can get enough of her intense hugs. But Willie does get in the way of Sherry's quality of life. Despite her daily decision to live and live well, Willie is interfering with her cognitive abilities. She is so frustrated when she hears herself repeat what she just said or when she has a delayed response to someone. Willie is causing her to lose functionality on her right side. But for Sherry, laughter is still the best medicine. She has nicknamed herself Sherry Dragonfoot, and she says she makes a mean three-legged race partner. I wish I could say that Sherry is in remission, but she is not. Sherry will most likely always have brain cancer unless we find a cure. Sherry is a huge advocate for brain cancer research. Despite the limitations on her life, Sherry is a warrior. She fights through the frustration and confusion and leads us all as a positive ambassador for Head for the Cure. She leads every day with love, purpose, and generosity. She has truly taught an entire community how to live in abundance despite our circumstances. Thank you for your courage and for allowing us to honor you. The Legacy of Love Award was implemented at our North Texas event in 2011 in honor of Stevie Patrick. She was diagnosed with a brain tumor at the age of 28, and although Stevie would go on to battle brain cancer for 3.5 years, her heart was always open to reach out and help others, even as she was going through an incredibly difficult time. Stevie always took the high road and walked through each day with great integrity and a big smile on her face. This award is easily defined by actions of integrity, encouragement, determination, and truly loving and serving others, especially those in need. The recipient of this must have a strong desire to encourage and help others. This deserving person must be a leader each day and also have the courage to smile in the midst of adversity. We'd now like to share their story. Angie Rellergert, nominated by Jenny Williams. After our mom passed away in 2010, our dad took a job down in St. Louis where Angie lived. Our mom had been the main caretaker for our dad when he was diagnosed with brain cancer in 1996. His tumor was stable for many years, until 2014-2015, when his disease rapidly progressed and metastasized from his brain to his meninges and down his spine. There were many trips to the ER, multiple surgeries, radiation, and more. Angie became his main caretaker through it all. She kept me updated, allowing me to remain up in Chicago. He passed away in June of 2015. I was able to visit him prior to his passing, and I can only imagine how hard it was on my sister to keep strong while caring for him in his final days. Now we participate in the St. Louis 5K to honor his legacy, and Angie continues to be supportive of me and my current battle with the same tumor that took our father from us. She is a rock star and definitely deserves an award for her own tough journey. Debbie Caputa, nominated by Nina MacArthur. My mother, Debbie, is the mother to 5 strong, independent women. She unfortunately had to say goodbye to one of them way too soon. My mom dedicated so much of her time getting the best of the best treatments and care to my sister during her brain cancer journey. My mom dedicated so much love and comfort to make sure my sister knew how much support she had through those long days of wanting to give up. She hasn't lost the mothering nature that comes so easy to her, but she did lose a light that was once so bright. It is so important to my mom that we all know how important it is to continue the fight against brain cancer and to do it with the same amount of grace and strength that my sister once had. My mom would never ask for this recognition, but my sisters and I think she is a perfect example of courage, strength, and the dedication to this legacy of love.
Again, thank you for allowing us to celebrate our Keeping the Faith and Legacy of Love recipients. We know this disease has taken too many loved ones from us. We now have the privilege to honor these individuals by sharing memories submitted by their friends and families with our Celebration of Life tribute. You can still submit a Celebration of Life by visiting headforthecure.org/St. Louis and clicking on the Celebration of Life button. These individuals and so many more are why we continue to fight for a cure in their honor. As we come to the conclusion of our event, it is now time to celebrate all the funds raised by our teams and individuals. These funds will support the important work that our beneficiary is doing to advance research and treatments for the brain tumor community. It's now my honor to be able to recognize the top teams and individuals in the following categories.
First is the largest team. For third place, we have Elisa's Angels with 34 participants. In second place is Team Thanos with 53 participants. And the team number 1 with an amazing 58 participants is Team High 3. We will be mailing Team High 3 their award this year, but everyone give them a round of applause. For our top fundraising teams, in third place is Team Bob's Mobs with $1,878 raised. In second place is Team Thanos with $4,510 raised. And in first place, raising over $14,000, is United Healthcare for Steve Wally. Let's give them a round of applause for their incredible fundraising efforts this year. And now for individuals who went above and beyond for fundraising. In third place is Paige with over $1,250 raised. In second place is Sherry with over $1,450 raised. And our top individual fundraiser is Cynthia with over $6,000 raised in support for our event this year. Thank you so much, Cynthia, for your support. We will be mailing you your top individual fundraising award. Let's give all 3 of these individuals a round of applause.
We are so honored to have such amazing participation this year for our virtual event. With over 400 participants, 41 teams, and having raised over $50,000 to help fund clinical trials and patient programs. Way to go, St. Louis.
Thank you so much to everyone for your support in this year's virtual 5K, as well as supporting by showing up today, by participating, donating, sponsoring, or simply just checking in. Thank you. Registration will remain open through Monday, June 21st, and donations will continue to be accepted for several months. We encourage you to invite your friends, families, and neighbors to join in the fight. One easy way to do this is simply by sharing this video with them. We know right now that we are apart. We cannot wait to see each and every one of you at our 10th annual Head for the Cure 5K St. Louis. We're going to make it an amazing year as we celebrate 10 incredible years in the St. Louis brain tumor community. To find out more about how you can continue your support, please visit headforthecure.org/St. Louis. I hope you have a fantastic weekend. Thank you.